back. What's up, everybody? Ninja Well Done, coming at you live. I like saying that. It was from Step Brothers. I said it before, but it's a good film. Anyway, so, I didn't really realize how dependent I was with my cell phone until my cell phone started acting up. I have a touchscreen phone that doesn't really work when I touch it. I'm not receiving all my calls. When I do, and I click yes to accept a call, it just sort of makes this like clicking noise. But without a doubt, the worst of everything is navigation. I didn't really realize how dependent I was with my cell phone until I didn't really even have a way to get from point A to point B because I use my navigation, my phone for everything. People, everyone, are so integrated in their damn cell phones. It's insane. Seriously. I even had to cancel on like 2 shows, unfortunately, because I'm driving to places at night, places that I haven't really been before, and let's just say I printed out something. The last thing that you want to do while you're driving by yourself at night is, looking at a piece of paper down here while you're trying to drive safely this way. Like right now I have a video going on, and but I'm just driving, you're hearing what I'm saying up here. Autopilot might like glance over, boom, just like that. But for the most part, I'm just talking out loud, But yeah, my phone is so messed up, but I hate the fact, but I love that I realize how dependent I am on my cell phone, which is the reason that I'm excited. I'm looking forward to Black Friday. I don't ever really care about Black Friday, and I still don't. The only reason I do in this circumstantially, I know I said that word kind of twice, is because I'll be able to get a new cell phone, and I'll be able to drive from one place to another. Because unless my wife is with me, I'm not going. I'm not getting there. It's not happening. Like right now, it's what is it? It's like 43 degrees out. It's not icy, but it's 43 degrees out, raining, dark, and it's just I know where I'm going, so it's a non-issue. But the second that I use my navigation, just for example, for not even 2 minutes, my phone will just turn off. It doesn't make any sense at all. But I got some good material out of it. Aside from that, let me talk about Memphis. So, here's what happened with Memphis. I went to Memphis, saw, for the most part, conquered. I had probably the best, tightest material show I ever had. But one small thing. The video I was going to use for Memphis, which I am using 100%, it was not, because it wasn't at like an actual comedy club, I feel like as far as presentation goes, it's less aesthetically pleasing. Now, to me, it doesn't matter, but to others, that was my only, not really issue, but that was my only constructive criticism about it, kind of. Because the second place we went to, called Chuckles, is a legit comedy club. The first place was an event center, and I'm so thankful. That's not what I'm saying. But when you compare the two, if you were going to like shoot a video to promote yourself, you would want it to be in a place that resonates, like, oh, that's a comedy club or something like that, And when you compare the two venues, one is better and one just happens not to be better. When I went to the second venue, we had less time. Again, this isn't anything bad, but I wanted to make a 7-minute video, but we only give you 5 minutes. And I also kind of had a heckler that I had to deal with, so that kind of jacked up the video. But regardless, I am still using the video from Memphis because it was so tight and so perfect, to submit myself to the festival in Los Angeles that I said I was working towards. I'm always going to be making videos and recording my sets, either with video or audio. Almost always with audio. But anyway. But what I'm saying is, like, when I get an equally good or better video with a different background, I definitely will, because it is kind of distracting. There were some lights that were on, and there was a DJ behind me. So, but it worked out great because I'm actually standing in a way, unintentionally, it's just how it happened. I'm actually standing in a way that's kind of blocking the DJ, and it's not distracting. It's potentially distracting, but it's not, because that's just circumstantial. So, but I had so much fun. The food there, I knew I would gain weight. I think I gained like 5 pounds in a weekend. For real. I went to this place called Gus's Famous Chicken. I'm sure everybody doesn't want to hear about that, but look, if you ever go to Memphis, you need to go to Gus's Famous Chicken and Central Barbecue. Central Barbecue is the best place, hands down, for barbecue of all types. And Gus's Famous Chicken. Gus's Famous Chicken is the best fried chicken in the entire world. You know, I was gonna say something, but I'll just say it. I mean, I was not gonna say something, but I'll just say it. You know, right now I'm telling you about my phone and how it's not really working that well and all that stuff. You know how sometimes you get in your car and you start driving, you're like, oh, I got a headlight out, gotta fix it. I get in my damn car this morning, and no lie, I had somewhere to go. I still have adequate lighting because I'm driving where there's good lighting, but I also have floodlight, so it's perfectly fine. This morning I noticed that both my headlights went out. What is the possibility that not one headlight, but two, that both? And it wasn't even turning on when I turned on my car. I'm like, what the fuck? So, anyway, but back to Memphis. I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. I met a lot of good people. I met this guy, Bob Sumner. Sorry. I don't like name dropping, but I did. I'm not gonna edit the video, so. But he is a very prominent person in the entertainment industry. Gave me his card. I felt, after the fact, very honored, because at first I didn't really have a clue who he was. Yeah, so that was good. You know, I always try to leave a lasting impression and have it be good. And when the show was over, he came directly to me, he said some nice words, and gave me his card. So I'll get connected with him. And what else is going on? Oh, and also after the other show that I did at the actual comedy club, I had another gentleman approach me, and he wanted to give me his card because I guess he just really liked my set. So I know I'm doing something right, and within the last few weeks I've sort of turned a corner in a really good way. If you haven't ever heard that expression, it pretty much just means like, it pretty much means started making new momentum towards something in a good way, in a positive way. Because I'm going through my material and I'm realizing how much more I can get out of it by squeezing out all the material as possible. And to be honest, I wasn't doing that. And I kind of had some reasoning behind it, which was this. If I'm given 5 minutes, I'd rather talk about multiple different things than one thing for 5 minutes. That makes sense. The thing is, maybe I could talk about less things and less detail, but have more taglines. Just make each one thing funnier. And that's something that #levels. I'm going to be incorporating from now on. You know, I'm so excited about all these things that are happening. Yesterday, for example, I had an opportunity to do an open mic. I love doing, practicing new stuff, but I knew it would be more advantageous for me to stay home and work on my writing, which I did. Oh, and the new stuff is going to be so good. I'm not being braggadocious, I'm just being honest. It's going to be so good. That when I get on stage and I start to say it and I got like the words worked out, just a little bit, because I didn't really have enough. It's going to be awesome. I'm pulling out to my house. Just a side note, I actually made a podcast. So I will be eventually releasing that. Once I get all my episodes up, then I'll release the name of it. Shouldn't be too surprised. Probably take a guess and it'll work. So anyway, that's all I got. Pulling up to my house. And that's what we got. So hope everybody has a great day. Oh, the reason why I said that is because if you noticed, I said the date and time. The reason why I'm doing that is because once a week when I do my upload, when it transitions from one video to the next, you'll be able to hear and understand why I'm saying the date, because you'll realize, oh, a day has passed, compared to me just clapping my hands saying, woo! You know, like that. So anyway, that's all I got. It'll make sense eventually as far as the podcast goes. But for right now, it's still working on being uploaded. So I'm still working on it. Hope you like this video, and it is seriously thundering and lightning out hard. And y'all have an awesome day. I'm Benja Well Done. I'll check you out later. I'm out. Peace. And we're back. Woo! What's up, everybody? It's Halloween, October the 31st. Yesterday it was October the 30th. That's how sequential numbers work and shit. It's 4:26 in the afternoon. I'm on my way to an open mic. You know, I believe that one of the reasons why America is so great is because people have those fuck it moments where they just say, you know what, I'm going to do things my own way. By the way, great song, props to Frank Sinatra. You know, I had a fuck it moment today where I'm on my way to an open mic. There's literally 4 car crashes according to the navigation, which my phone navigation doesn't really work. It only works for like a few minutes, but I took a screenshot to get the directions. But anyway, on there it shows there's like 4 car crashes. And I had to close it directly after that. I'm literally using screenshots for navigations. I'm giving it a whirl, giving it a shot. I just got to do everything perfect. And I'm only doing it just to note, because it's during the daytime. You know, because I got no headlights and no navigation, so better get home quick. Radio. Anyway, so you know, I decided myself, something I did in DC, to get a microphone and basically do comedy out of my car. And well, no, I take that back. I had an amplifier and a microphone. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it to that next level. I'm going next level. Yeah, I said that twice. I'm having fun. Anyway, so I'm going to take an amplifier and a microphone like used to in DC, and I'm just going to start doing open mic live outside, where I find like groups of people and stuff. I'm going to keep the amp in my car. I'm so fucking pumped about this. Oh, it's going to be great. I got a lot of serious big ideas going on right now. But a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. I'm so excited. But I'm also going to be doing it out of my car. And what I mean by that is that I'm going to be doing it like, I'm going to get a phone and I'm somehow, some way going to tie in the microphone into like my car speakers and hold the mic. It's going to be fucking ill. It's going to be the best. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I'm so excited. Ah! Oh, gosh. Oh, it's so good. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Side note, my podcast, I've only had it up a couple days, already has like 25 listens. which is that's pretty great. It's a comedy podcast. But I saved it under like comedy / crime thriller / technology. That's because that's the shit that I like. I like dark, fucked up shit, science, and comedy. So, you know, my perfect film ever would be like if there was like a mass murder in outer space, or at the end of after each kill, he has like a badass punchline. That'd be the great. I would just put that shit on loop. Woo! Either I'm excited or my one-day sponsor of Rockstar is. Oh, it's so good. It's good. It's like a Coca-Cola good. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things in life, you got option A and option B. Rockstar is like Coca-Cola good. I said before as like a joke, but it was always funny, that I'm pretty sure if you like Pepsi more than Coke, you support ISIS. Because I haven't ever met anyone that likes Pepsi more than Coke. You're fucking crazy. The only reason I got Coke, it's a government conspiracy. It is. It's a government conspiracy so that one company doesn't have a monopoly, so they have to peddle some other shit just so that America abides by its own rules. Everybody likes Coke more than Pepsi. Get out of here with that shit. Pepsi. Crazy. Like I said, Rockstar, you are a Coca-Cola good. Oh, I'm so excited. Fuck! I got all these new jokes that I want to do. And I call it a fortunate dilemma. A fortunate let me adjust the camera a little bit. That's a little bit better. I'm still pale as shit, but details. So here's the fortunate dilemma. I got a lot of material, a lot of new material that's really, 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 really good. My writing is getting so sharp and tight and just fucking awesome. But all right, carrying on. I literally had to stop video recording for a moment to check out my phone to make sure that I am going the correct direction. Like I said, I don't have navigation on my phone. And anyway, but what I was getting at, try not to derail my train of thought. I almost feel like I should listen to the last thing that I should. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Before you even know it, I'm gonna listen to the first clip and continue with what I was saying. And with the magic of video editing, I'm back. I tripped over my words there for a second. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. I listened to the other video, kept my train of thought. What I was saying is I have I'm really excited about to do all this new material, but I have a fortunate dilemma. And here's what it is. It's not really a dilemma, but it's just, here's the circumstance. I mean, here's the situation. Here's what's going on. I have a lot of new people who I believe are going to be going to the show. I have a lot of new really, 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 really good material. But I have something called the intro set, which is like, it's like 10 minutes about like who I am, and it introduces myself to new audiences. It's like my opening 10 minutes I'm going to use for like 20-minute material, 30. I'm going to use it for my first hour. I am. But anyway, it tells me like who I am, a little bit about me, my likes. It's like breaking the ice to sort of get people to know stylistically. It has like a one-liner, it has all this other stuff, it has a couple stories, a little background. Anyway, but here's the thing. Most of the people that are going to be going to my next show, November the 21st, Arlington Improv, check me out Thursday at 8 p.m. Nice. Anyway, is that it's going to be brand new to everybody else, but there's a few people, there are like 5 or 6, and they're pretty good friends of mine. Actually, it's just one with his girlfriend and his friend and his girl. Okay, so one. Regardless. I'm excited. But the thing is, here's the situation. Should I say completely new material, not just for the whole audience, but that includes my friends. I keep saying friends, they will be eventually, you know, something like that. Or should I say my intro set and have people that have already heard me hear that shit again? I wouldn't ever want to do that to anybody. So that's the situation I'm in. And it's not necessarily a bad thing by any means. But it'll be new, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be new to everybody else. To be honest, I almost feel like I kind of feel like I don't want them to go. Not because I don't want them to go, but I just don't. I want them to hear my new shit. I had all new stuff on the last show that was like 10 minutes. It was relationship material. Oh, it was so much fun. And unfortunately, I didn't put any of that up on my phone. I didn't record it because I left the video, the stand. It was a great fucking set. But that material is coming out eventually, just in other fashions. I mean, it'll be in other shows. But you're not going to see that relationship set unless I do that exact set again, which I can easily do. I should have at least audio recorded it, but I didn't. Either way, I know it worked. I've already ironed it out. Oh, it's so good. Look, I'm not bragging. I'm just being honest. Like, I was talking to someone that I know doesn't even like me. And I wasn't telling them. I feel like if you're going to work on jokes in front of people, kind of like a magic trick. Don't build their expectations up. Don't tell them, hey, I got a funny joke to tell you. Just say it like in conversation and watch them react to it. And I did that. And this person that doesn't even like me laughed their ass off. And they're just like, they tried like hiding it. You know that shit that people do where they like start laughing? They like take their hand and they act like they can like wipe that shit away. Like, bro, you can't wipe away a fucking smile, but you try. You certainly do try. Oh, I'm so happy. I got so much great stuff going on. Where do I start? For anybody that's listening on the podcast, which I have now. Remember, this is all on YouTube, but if you're driving to work or something like that, and my voice is something that can maybe help you through your day, well, that's great. And just so you know, my phone is super fucked up, so it will be better eventually, a lot better and a lot more clear. Guy just passed on his motorcycle. I believe that I do my best ideas and thoughts and stuff for the most part while I'm in motion. You know, like while I'm driving. Yeah. So here's the plan. Here's what's going on next. I got a show November the 21st and Thursday. I'm trying to get booked on more shows in the month of December. That's what I'm working on now. Also, January, I'm trying to go to Los Angeles twice. I'm confident in my material, but as far as aesthetics, like I said earlier, because the video that I submitted the material on, I'm not doubting myself. I wouldn't do that, but I'm really like reconsidering submitting a different video. But that video is so good, the one from Memphis. Check it out. It's my most recent video. It was October 19th, 2019. It's on the playlist where it says stand up. There are these two black ladies. Actually, it was all black people, but whatever. They were, so why not mention it? That'd be weird. There are these two black ladies that were sitting in front, on the front table, Algiers, and it's a beautiful name. Shout out to Algiers. And Latoya. And they have awesome laughs. Oh my gosh, it's the best. They're so cool people. I had so much fun in Memphis. It was really great, and I'm really turning the corner with some of the things that I've been saying with making my material interacted with the audience. And I don't mean crowd work. Crowd work is like unplanned. This is like all planned. And I'm integrating crowd work, for lack of better terms. I'll call it audience participation, is something is a part of my comedy to just get it more interactive. So for a perfect example, I got this one joke, and I'm only saying it because it's funny, but it's also like one of my opening jokes. So I say, I recently learned from my wife that I'm something that is called fiscally conservative, which apparently is white people language for, and I like point around. Somebody's like, cheap. Yes, cheap as shit. Preach. It's fun interacting with the crowd, because it's like they kind of say my punchline and then I back it up, and then I overemphasize. I'm like, yes, that's correct. That's not for all of them, but just some of them. It's another hashtag levels. It's another layer to just spice things up, you know. Let me see what else is going on. Creating it. I'm also working on potentially creating an open mic, like an actual place with a stage, and getting paid doing that. Just, you know, maybe some side money, but maybe not. I would do it for free. I wouldn't want to, but I would 100%, because I'm getting paid back in stage time, you know. The convenience, you see, I said before, and I mean it, I don't need necessarily other comedians to be successful. That's like saying, actually, what's a good analogy of that? Oh, yeah, okay. That's like saying that's like saying a guy that's a professional baseball athlete, right, needs to sell tickets to other people that only participate in baseball. That's a really bad example, but what I'm saying is it's just that. I'm not worried about selling tickets to other comedians. I gotta focus on the people, the audience, my crowd, okay? I've said it before, and I'll say again, I think doing comedy in front of other comedians, if they haven't heard your shit, depending on the comedians or whatever, is one of the worst crowds ever. Because, for good reason, they will not be participating. They will not be listening. And maybe they will. Maybe they will. But, if they were anything like me, and I'm not saying they are at all, I would be focusing on, kind of like baseball, being in the dugout, I'd be in the zone focusing on myself, even though I'm not on stage that moment. That way when I'm called, it's like batter up. You know what I'm saying? So that's that's my reason. Because you're getting a very, very bad read as far as what's effective and what's not. And then the last thing you want is to hang out and people hear from 5 different people's point of view who have different styles of comedy than you on what to do and what to say and stuff like that. Like, I'm good, you know. I'm not saying a disrespectful way, but, and I think people for good reason know that. You got, as a comedian, you don't want to tell other people how to do their jokes. Maybe you'll see something insightful. I remember this one guy told me something once, and it wasn't, he told me 5 things, and one of them was 100% valid, the other one was 50%, the other ones were just garbage. It doesn't change the fact that it came from a good place. You know what I mean? So I'm very, very cautious with what ideas I put, not just to use, but even that I listen to, but I even let penetrate my idea system, my thoughts, you know, because my comedy works because it's the way that I think, and I have to keep the way that I think, because that's what's funny. I don't think like other people. I don't think anybody does, for that matter, but I'm talking about myself, so fuck it. What else? Have some more of this delicious beverage. It's done. It's official. The drink is done. Yeah, I think that applies for everything too. You know, if you have let's just say a shitty view of life, and then you start incorporating different ideas, that could change your outlook for the better. But if you already have a great one and you start taking a little bit of bad advice and a little bit more bad advice, that could also sort of derail your path, so to speak. Maybe not entirely, but maybe at least send you in a course that it's just not good, you know? Remember, just because somebody has advice, it doesn't mean it's, even if it's coming from a good place, it doesn't mean it's good. Enough life lessons. I really am looking forward to people finally reaching out to me and doing this whole email thing. I've always wanted to do that. Not necessarily because I care. Let me use choice words. It's not necessarily because I care about what other people think or them shitting on me. But as far as like, I have this thing that I'm working on with my YouTube / now podcast. Shout out to Eric. Where at the end of every week, I answer some questions from travel, love life, work, stuff like that. And I'm going to make it as funny as possible, anonymously, and then directly after that, have it be some, like I said, potentially good advice or opinion. Maybe it might not be advice. It's all opinion. It's all opinion. But you got to understand, it's coming from me. So take that with an extreme grain of salt. And if it works out for you, great. If not, that's fine. Because like I always say, you know, you got to make your own opinion. As a matter of fact, you should have your own opinion before you even check with somebody for theirs. Because otherwise, you're basing your opinion off of somebody else's. Like, you might as well just say, hey, choose Foreman. You know what I mean? You don't want that shit, especially if they choose something dumb as fuck. So, alright, I'm going to keep it interesting. That's what I got for now. My car is acting crazy as shit, saying I don't have a signal for my damn radio, which doesn't make any sense. Sorry, random. And I'll be talking to y'all later. Check me out, Benja Well Done, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and now on every form of podcasts. Benja Well Done's Waiting for the World. I call it that, just to get that out. I call it that because, you know, I feel like I'm ready for so much more than the world has prepared. So it's kind of like I'm ahead of myself in a good way. And I'm kind of waiting for the world to catch up to know about me. That's basically it in a nutshell. The best way that I can possibly explain it. And there might be other people that feel like that in their essence and aspect and stuff. But that for me, that's fact. That's my truth. I know that's the fact for me. And I don't ever want to sound cocky or confident or arrogant, or, I mean, not confident. Confident's okay, but arrogant or anything. But I said in a previous video that there's belief and there's knowing. Knowing is beyond belief. And that's what I have in myself. It's beyond belief. I know it. I know it to be true. It is. It's fact. 100%. No question. As far as what I'm going to do in comedy and in my life and in the world. That's the reason I say I'm waiting for the world, because it just hasn't happened. But it's on its way to. It's going. The world just got to catch up. The world just got to catch up. You know what I mean? Yeah. If anybody has any questions about anything, please email me, Benja, B-E-N-J-A, well done, W-E-L-L-D-O-N-E @gmail.com. I'm going to address one last quick thing. You know, I believe that, I was thinking about something today. I believe that, let's just say I started comedy 10 years earlier. I've always wanted this. I've always wanted it. I believe, but I'll try to say it like this. Let's just say my momentum, my aggression, my eagerness, my desire, my everything. Okay, 10 years ago, was pumping out a rate of passion and eagerness and motivation and determination of 1 mile per hour. Just follow me with what I'm saying. And then 10 years later, it's today. This exact moment, this exact time. I truly believe that I am going to be, I am a better comedian now, minus like some experience and stuff. I mean, as far as like, I have more motivation now, kind of as though like it was momentum, than I would have if I started 10 years ago. And here's the reason why. I have 10 years of momentum. They're kind of like a slingshot, like I said in a prior video. If you pull that thing back and you let it go, if the start line is today, because I have that 10 years of built up aggression and wanting to do it and everything else, and I let it go, I'm moving so fast. And I'm not saying in an arrogant way or braggadocious or anything way, but I'm saying my momentum is so much more compared to if I started 10 years ago to present day. Would I be further along? Maybe. But would I have as much momentum, as much anger and rage and desire? And I'm saying all those in a positive way. You gotta watch earlier videos to figure what I'm saying by that. Or listen to them now that they're coming out in podcast fashion. But anyway, really. Because let's just say I was moving back then at 1 mile an hour. Okay? Well, at this exact day, because I have all those years of wanting to do this and now I'm doing it, I'm moving it now at 10 miles an hour, if that makes sense. So let's just say on this present day, on a different timeline, different universe, right? Still trying to follow with me. I'd only be moving at 1 mile an hour as of this day. But in this reality, what I'm saying right now is because of those 10 years of wanting it and finally now doing it, I'm moving at 10 miles an hour. I'm moving 10 times more with more aggression and ideas and flow and creativity and everything else, which is actually part of my style. It's part of who I am as a comic. It's part of how I do comedy, is with all that amped up aggression and that 10 years of wanting it so bad, whereas starting it before I wouldn't have that. I think that actually pretty much explains it the best way possible. So yeah, I'm singularly focused. This is all I want. Alright, I'm a Christian. I love my wife. I'm not materialistic. But as far as myself goes, in my life, and my focus, this is it. It's everything. Everything to me. So, anyway, until the next audio clip. And for the podcast, I'm going to be saying the date so people always know when it's like a date has changed. I'll be saying that a little bit more, and I'll be saying it more and more so it's known what's going on. So hope y'all like this video, and until next time, I'm Benja Well Done, signing out. Peace. What is up, everybody? Oh, we're back again. October the 31st. The date has not changed, but something has. So I just I'm leaving the open mic right now, and I'm telling you what, look, I'm not pushing anything on anybody, okay? But I'm a Christian, and I truly believe that when God closes one door, he opens up another one. And I had just got finished saying how I realized today how I'm going to create my own open mic, if not with an actual stage and audience and everything. I will just find, I'm like a traveling open micer, you know, where I see people, I get out of my car, I just search, I do like 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, maybe at a bus stop or something like that, or an actual venue that's like a bar, restaurant, whatever, you name it. So right as I was saying that, guess what? I went to the open mic, and come to find out, they are no longer allowing comedy as an open mic, which sucks a lot. Kind of. And here's why I say kind of. I say kind of because I was already going to be doing what I'm doing, Unstoppable. But the only garage door just fell in the car. But the only thing is that I don't like, it had nothing to do with me, as far as I'm aware. I haven't been there in probably over a month, so it's highly doubtful. Still, yeah, there's maybe a possibility, but not really, because they were pretty adamant, and they even told me the name of the person who did comedy, and I do know the guy. I'm cool with him, but apparently whatever this guy said offended more than one person, and it was pretty bad. The unfortunate part is they really liked me, but I understand if it's like what they let or do not let, what any establishment says for who can or who cannot do something, it's pretty much a one for all for everybody. So if one comedian messes something up, he messes it up for everybody, and that's exactly what happened. From what they said, I really do like them. They're great people, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because I'm already working on something else and my own thing. So I'm thankful for the sets and information, the relationships that I got from there and whatnot. Really good people. However, working on bigger, better, and more improved things. So that's what we got. That's what's going on. So I just wanted to do a little status update. Say that real quick. I'm gonna call my girl, tell her what happened, and that's it. So keep on following along, and you'll see what happens next. I'm out. Peace.